Hi there. Many of us at Aliyah are thinking so much about what's going on out there. And I wanted to take just a few minutes to share a couple of thoughts with you. During these times of stress and anxiety, the cortisol in our body raises up. And when it raises up, it causes us to get really, really stressed out. It causes us to want to eat things that aren't healthy. It also causes us to not sleep well and maybe not show up as our best selves in relationships. And so rather than look at all the things that the cortisol or the stress does to us, I thought I'd take a moment to really reflect on finding the calm in the midst of the chaos. And it takes extra intention to find that. And I'd like us to think about our senses. What can we do that can help calm that chaotic sense of stress down? What can we do? So when you think about what is it that we could look at? Well, as you can see, I love a fire. So we've got the sense of just the nice flames. Maybe it's walking outside and taking a moment to observe the beautiful outdoors. It's snowing here. Taking a moment to just relish that. We also could be thinking about what we're listening to. What are you listening to? Are you listening to some great music? Are you playing some kind of music in the background or something that really resonates with you? We all have different tastes, but things that could be really, really helpful. It could be that you're even listening to a podcast or you're watching a movie, something like that. And then, so we talked about the eyes, we talked about listening, maybe it's taste. And we know that there's a lot of foods that soothe. One of the things that soothes is sugar. And so maybe this is a time for you to bake those homemade cookies or try a new recipe you've been wanting to try. This can be a time when you can fill your house with something that really smells good. You can put something on the stove that just brings a nice aroma to the entire house. And so you can combine your sense of taste as well as your sense of smell and do something really special. This is that time of year that we also have some springtime scents in different areas. You might want to light a candle. You might want to take a bath and put in salts or bubble bath that has a scent to it, or use a little extra lotion. Maybe you've been saving something for special. Get it out now. This can all help. And we know that the smell of oranges reduces anxiety. So even think about, could you put orange essential oil in your diffuser? Is there something that you could introduce in your home so that you could create that calm in your entire environment? I know that sometimes we don't think about it, but we can be the calm in the middle of the chaos. We can create the peace. We can create the serenity, the tranquility in our homes. And for many of us, we're working at home now where we haven't been before. And so thinking about, there's at least 3 things here that we could do. We could introduce something that we're looking at, something that we're smelling, something that we taste. Maybe it's something that you touch. Maybe this is a time to make something with your hands. Maybe you've got crafts that you've been waiting to do and you just haven't seemed to find the time to do them. So maybe it's knitting, cross stitch. And for me, I'm really kind of excited to go start a new jigsaw puzzle. So it could be doing something like that. It could be cleaning out a closet. Oh, Lordy be. There's always that to be done. It might just be something with a texture or something that really does help soothe you. It might be taking a warm bath because of that texture of the water on our skin is very, very relaxing and can be very beneficial to our overall nervous system. So, and then one of the last things to leave you with is, while we end up working at home, sometimes we don't separate our workspace from our real life. And so I'm going to suggest take something, do something to divide that up. Have a start-stop time to your work. Start work, stop work. change locations, and by all means, make an effort to move. We know that when we sit, we get stuck. So I would encourage you, find a rocking chair and maybe take a moment to rock. Do something to help you move. Maybe there's yoga poses there's many apps out there. Maybe it's just walking around the house. Maybe it's standing. Maybe it's taking a walk outside, walking your dog, walking to see your neighbor. Earlier today, I sent a text to all my neighbors and said, I'm here. I heard of a coworker that did this, and it's been really fun to see their responses. And I've just said, I'm here. Anybody wants to walk over? Come on over. And just being available, moving, getting out, connecting, because of the social disconnection, the social distancing that we're experiencing right now, doesn't mean that we can't reach out to people and let them know we're thinking of them, texting them, calling them, FaceTiming them, and saying you matter. So in spite of all of the things going on right now, there's ways that we can stay the calm in the middle of the chaos. There's ways we can find peace. Think about how to do that through your senses. Think about how to do that through your connections, your relationships, and what that looks like for you. So I'm hoping that this was helpful. Thanks for listening to me. We're kind of all in this together. So I would love to hear from you. Tune in more to hear from my colleagues at Aaliyah. Thank you, and take good care.